Hello everybody, today's tutorial video explains how to enter data into an Excel spreadsheet for importing it into the BFG application. This is for manual data entry. Normally the data can be entered through integration, but if there is no such integration in the early stages, you can enter the data manually. This makes it easier to learn the application and explains what data is missing. This is an Excel table, several tabs. Each tab is about a particular data model: division, equipment, personnel, specifications, routes, technologies, resources for operations. Division. Let's say we have two divisions. Identifier A, named assembly, M for machiner. Two divisions set, table completed. The equipment in these units. The identifier is a type of equipment inventory number unique for each piece of equipment. Equipment ID is the equipment class identifier. The order of columns is not important. You can do it in different order if necessary. Let's have assembly stand, for example, AS, assembly stand, in assembly department. Department ID is written here, i.e. it is the same department ID described here. Name, assembly, stand, model AS1. Let's have two of them. We do not enter amount if we have an inventory number. It is different when we have a lot of stands and they do not have any inventory numbers. But it is better to enter them through the inventory numbers. The same class of work centers, in the same subdivision, the same name of the work center, but it is the second one. This is the description of the machine model. We will have two assembly stands. Okay. Next, we also have, for example, in machinery, we have a lathe machine. Let us call it M lathe. Let's call it this way. And here is ML1. Let it be one piece. We have described the subdivision and the equipment in this subdivision. Next, you will see what kind of personnel we have. The identifier of the profession A, worker, for example, and M, worker. We simply call them A and M workers or assembly workers. Or assembly workers, machinery workers, and describe the departments. Equipment and personnel we have here. Let's move on to describing the products. For example, we make bicycles. Two-wheeled bicycle B2. Identity is a reference number. Let it also be B2, bicycle. Now, bicycle. Now, what does it consist of? There's a frame F, B, 2. We'll call it a frame. And frame B2. And it also consists of wheel 2 wheels, 2 wheels, and the second product, tricycle, bicycle. Two wheels. And three wheels. It will also consist of a frame FB3, frame, and the same wheel, but this time it's three wheels. We described the specification. Next is the technological route. We have to put all our assembly units, here, B2, B3, put them here, FB2, FB3, put them here. They have to have the same route. Let's call it routes. There are no alternatives. Instead of 0, we add 1, and there may be several alternative routes, together with the main one. Then we need to set technological operations on all these routes. For example, the first ones would be assigned for making a wheel. For example, we need to do a lathe operation. We do not enter data for this phase yet. We can leave the most basic set of data empty. Operation 005, machinery department, and equipment department. We add it here. Let's set the time to 10 minutes. Preparatory 0 and single piece 15 minutes. We'll spend 15 minutes on one wheel. So, frames are next. This is 2 and 3. Let them be the identifiers of the operation. Welding. Welding. Let it also be 005 operation. It is not crucial. This is the number of the operation. It will be used for sorting when we have longer routes. Assembly department. Assembly stand. Then adjustment 0. Preliminary completion 0. The single piece on the two-wheeled, let it be 60 minutes. And on the three-wheeled, 90 minutes. And then we assemble the two bikes. And we will have 4, 5, 6, 7 operations. We'll have setting, kitting, and assembly. They are both similar. Here is 005, 010, 005, 010. So here is route 1, here is route 2, set. The department everywhere is A. We will put assembly stand everywhere. Setting up 0. Preparatory final is 0. Set kitting for 10 minutes. Two-wheeled assembly for 30 minutes. Three-wheeled assembly for 25 minutes. Technological routes are ready. Now we need operations. We have only one operation with identifier M1A. It is held in the blank preparation shop, and the rest is in the assembly shop. Now we need to describe the resource operations. All resource types are described as professions. Resource identifier, as we call them, worker. M worker, except for this operation, and there is one person everywhere. The data is ready. Now we just need to send it to the application. We opened our application, pressed import, chose what we will import from Excel book, and chose our file. Pressed start. Import successfully completed. Our inventory, 2-wheel and 3-wheel bikes with our identifiers got here. For example, here a specification on the 3-wheeled bicycle was formed. The frame and 3 wheels, the technological route, and we had set 2 operations. When something happens that is not expected, we go into the technology and route ID is not described. So we immediately fix it. We have not described the route ID. And then we import again. And again we press import and check. Operations are set up as we expected. Professions are assigned and time is set. And that's it. Thank you very much.